Zamalek, McKinney will do.
And Wang Meni unable to slam dunk that ball. McKinney around the outside. Farag going straight through the middle. Farag gets the pass out. And here is the youngster, 20 years of age. Ahmed Mohamed with a big bucket there.
Ahmed Mohamed, one of the players that has come through the Zamalek grassroots program, just getting to enjoy himself on this big stage, is having fun.
67-51, Zamalek lead FAP of Cameroon. We will take a break, take a breather, and we will be back. Yes, so we are back. That man, Mahmoud, with a smile on his face. He can have a smile because, well, he's played an important part in this Zamalek surge into the lead. 67-51, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. On the cusp of a double-double. McKinney with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. These players, they're sharing the basketball love, aren't they? They're all playing an integral part in this Zamalek demolition job, call it what you like. I think that, you know, they're just strong and they're finding their range. Bit slow out of the blocks, but as soon as they get into rhythm, that's when we see the real talent of Zamalek. And but the thing is, going into the finals, they can't afford to play a bad game. You know, there's no second chance. It is, you know, you lose, you go home.
And absolutely, that is what happens when you're the reigning champion playing at home. Every team wants to beat them. Every team wants to have a piece of whatever it is that they're doing at this tournament, and now is not the time to get off that pedal.
It's a fantastic score, that really is. The coming, the under and then up and over. I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? And it comes from the youngster, of course, Giannis Njonga.
And talking about Giannis Njonga, he is the cousin of Joel Embiid. Got a phone call from the parents of Embiid telling him, when you get onto that floor, even if you play for 1 minute, do whatever it is you can and enjoy the BAL.
It's in the DNA. The BAL is in the DNA.
The BLA is in the DNA indeed, and let's see what he'll do, Giannis.
Let's keep an eye on him. Already with a fine score there. Here is Chengwei with a 3-point attempt. It's been picked up by Ahmed Mohamed, who's just on the cusp of scoring an important 3-pointer. Foul committed. And they get possession back.
Just listening into the Zamalek fans.
Well, you can hear them.
Jumping up and down.
You can hear them.
They are having a lot of fun.
Farag shot. Easily rebounded by Changwei. Changwei, quick transition. Waits for the cavalry to help him out. Into the hands of that man, Mormon. And to the... Oh, just losing possession there, and Wang Meni giving away the ball. It's not really ideal, is it? Because 14 points, it's you can reverse the scenario. It's a good period as well. Mahmoud's on the bench, so you've got less defensive ability to a certain extent. Shouldn't really say that because they can cover every position. Q, how can they deal with this FAP? What can they do to try and turn things around? McKinney's on fire, they're all on fire, they're all playing their role, and even those who are coming off the bench are playing their role.
Well, the first thing that strikes me is body language, and right now FAP look like they're lowering their heads just a little bit. They've got to readjust and got to find some belief here, and that's what happens when you play against Zamalek. They are relentless in their execution. They are excellent in their execution, and they will make you want to work harder. So FAP just got to lift their play a little bit in this final 4 minutes.
Yeah, Zamalek up against Petro Rwanda, that final quarter, they showed us that they could outmuscle giants. You know, the big arm wrestle that took place between maybe the two strongest teams in the Nile Conference, it ended with Zamalek getting the bragging rights and showing us what they're capable of doing. Petro literally unable to deal with what Zamalek produced. They win titles, they win silverware, they've got a big cabinet that's the size of an aeroplane hanger to put all of their silverware. I mean, you know, it's 52 titles or something like that, so that means 52 trophies and all the medals for all of the players. That's a big bag of swag, isn't it?
It is, and indeed you're talking about a club that has great basketball culture, 85 years old as a basketball club. That's reach from every perspective you can think about.
And good battling, they get possession back. Ahmed Mohamed, the 20-year-old, fighting to get hold of that loose ball. He should have been in, really, from Darryl Strawberry Jr. But the tip-in doesn't happen, but they do still manage to get possession back with McKinney here on the baseline. 69-55, 3:21 left on the clock.
And Q talked about body language. When you look at Zamalek, they feel the vibes, they feel like they got this one in the bag. Of course, it's a 14-point game with 3 minutes, 21 seconds to play, but it's a lot of time. But when you're facing the reigning champions, the home team, and the team desperate to remain unbeaten here, you just get the feeling that they're not about to stop.
Love the fans from Cameroon making it a real festival of dancing and music and noise. It's just beautiful. We know what Cameroon creates in terms of hospitality, having seen them host many competitions. That's a big score from Almeida, but the music, the culture, you know, from Yaoundé to Douala up to Garou, the Gulf of Guinea. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's a beautiful country with a great sporting history and great opportunities for children of all ages and female and male to get involved in basketball academies and clubs. You know, get involved, take part.
Absolutely, and at the heart of that is Francois Enyege, the coach of FAP, who's doing a great job with the NBA Junior League to just see how they can create more Pascal Siakams, more Joel Embiids, and of course Joachim Noah, whose family has a rich sporting history in Cameroon.
Yeah, and now the Bulls Giants, of course. Ball comes back out, Omar Hisham. Oh, it's stolen out of his hands by Mormon. 2:40 left on the clock, and look, all of a sudden, it's 11 points, and now it's 9. Was there a foul committed there? No, it's a timeout that's been called by Will Voigt, because it's a 9-point game, 2:33. Three triples, which means 9 trees to try and build that wall. You know, game on. Anything could happen.
Anything can happen, and that is why Coach Will Voigt just called for that timeout. FAP have found themselves in positions like this before against the Cape Town Tigers, against Cobra Sport last night, and you could see that they are the team that know how to handle this kind of pressure. And looking at the fans, the young fan there, who's looking incredible, trying to support Zamalek.
There you go. It's nice to see these fans, you know, and everybody's invited. Everybody's here, regardless of what time it is. Of course, Ramadan here, so it's obviously quite late, but the kids are up, and that's okay. That's part of it. It's part of the deal, isn't it? So Zamalek 69 and FAP 60, and we'll go to Q now. Q. What are the tactics of FAP? They battled valiantly. They got themselves to 9 points. 2:33 left on the clock. I mean, if you're the coach, what would you do?
I get the ball into the hands of that man Almeida and see if we can get him just a couple of looks on the perimeter. He's a deadly long-range assassin, and you've got some really nice bigs on the inside. Ayaga has proven effective against Mahmoud, and that's the way that I think they'll be able to come back. They are throwing a different defensive look here, going on a high press. And what Zamalek have done is they've gone with their starters minus and brought in Strawberry to help with ball carrying.
Okay, thank you so much for that cue. There is McKinney in possession. Gets the screen from Mahmoud, moves away into space. Here he goes, the ball comes out. Diogu for a big bucket, and that is a great big score. That is from the Nigerian from downtown.
It is 13 points for Ike Diogu in this game. He always comes alive in the second half, and he just did that.
That's another big basket at the other end. And a Yaga with a fantastic triple. And all of a sudden, they cancel each other out. Well, luckily, the ball falls into the path of McKinney. Zamalek keep possession. They've got 1:47 left on the clock. Goes around the outside and finds Strawberry Jr. Strawberry Jr. It's a little bit too... Well, there's a high ball going over the top, and Almeida's range is not good enough. It's been picked up by McKinney.
Looking at Zamalek's strategy right now, it's to run down that clock, make sure they can use all the 24 seconds.
Sosa, that's a big score, isn't it? Off the glass, gets the 2 points, which of course means that he will go to the free throw line and try and extend that tally to 25. Top scorer here tonight for Zamalek.
Edgar Sosa just showing how much quality he brings to this Zamalek side, and he's been consistent. He can score from behind the arc, from the charity line. And looking at Wangmene, 30 minutes, 4 fouls, just 2 points. He's been underwhelming tonight, Robbie.
Yeah, absolutely. Wangmene there, played a lot of basketball in Portugal, in Belgium. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's a Texas Longhorn during his time as well, but just getting caught out there. But you have to be physical. They are physical. Long shot coming in from the right-hand side. It doesn't fall for that man. Mormon picked up by Strawberry Jr. There's a lot of tight defensive play, and that doesn't fall. And FAP with a chance to get the ball through the middle. There's a layup. Mahmoud with a wonderful block. And they will get possession back. That's brilliant, isn't it, from the giant?
There was an option there to drop the ball and give it to Moman, but Cedric decided to go all the way, and he was blocked by that man, Anas Mahmoud. 2 blocks, 10 rebounds, 9 points. Just 1 point away from a double-double tonight.
He's been quite outstanding, isn't he, Mahmoud? And for a player who's not 100%, fit, it's pretty good. Strawberry Jr. with a big long-range 3 attempt. McKinney fights. Almeida picks up. And we're into the last 45 seconds. Is the player from the Cape Verde, and he gets knocked off out of his grasp, out of play. Zamalek pick up possession. 75-63.
And it's funny that you talk about double-double, Usher, because Mahmoud averaging 11.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists through the competition.
Absolutely incredible, Robbie.
No, and that's why he got that crown, that the best defensive player last season in the first BAL. He's doing exactly the same, and we're not even in the finals just yet. So, and when he produces he reads and understands his teammates as we go into the last 22 seconds here. That's a beautiful score. Sosa again, and he's up to 27.
Sosa is very unstoppable. He can do anything with the ball, no matter the defense.
Liali's shot just comes off the front side of the metal. Sosa has the ball over on the other side, and the handshakes are taking place because it's all over. It's 5 from 5 for Will Voigt and Zamalek as the White Knights of Egypt are crowned the kings of the Nile Conference. A dynasty is already starting to be written as they successfully defend what happened last year, of course, when they beat US Monastir in Kigali. 77 points for Zamalek of Egypt, 63 for FAP of Cameroon. It's a big win and a big statement, and everybody will be turning their heads and going, okay, we've got a challenge on our hands if we're going to play Zamalek in Kigali in the playoffs.
You talk about Zamalek. They've shown that, yes, they won the season 1 in Kigali last year, not by chance, but by literally doing everything. And now they are the only unbeaten team in season 2 of the BAL. They're showing power, they're showing pre-season, and they want to go for the trophy, for the title defense in Kigali.
Absolutely, and they'll applaud and appreciate their fans. They know that they've done themselves proud. It goes on merit. They finished top, of course, and which means that Petro are second, and it will be Cape Town Tigers who are third, with FAP of Cameroon in fourth position, and that means that Reg will take on FAP of Cameroon, Monastir will take on Cape Town, and Ahly will take on Petro, and Slack will take on Zamalek.
Absolutely, and those are great matchups. Everyone that's been following the Sahara and Nile Conference will know that it's been absolutely amazing.
Let's go and join Q, who's joined by Edgar Souza.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm courtside with Edgar Souza. Edgar, 27 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But tell me how important it is to be undefeated, and what it means to do that in front of your fans here.
It means everything to us. You know, we've waited for the BAL all season, and for us to have the opportunity to host the Nile, it was important to us. And we were lucky enough to get the first 4 wins, and today we have to come on and play with some energy.
Now the road to Kigali is a lot closer. What does preparation look like for you guys from here on in?
Well, we have to get ready now for the semifinals of the Super League, but you know, we just have to continue to work hard, continue to stay together, play as a team, and hope for the best in Kigali.
What about what aspects of your team did you really enjoy in this conference?
Just the sharing of the ball. We played with so much joy. We got the opportunity to play in front of our fans, and that's everything to us. We wanted to give them a good show, and I hope that we did that for them.
Well, you put on a good show today. Thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Q. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Edgar Souza. 5 from 5. It is what it is. They are dominant. They clicked into gear a couple of times after slow starts, but otherwise, really, you get to understand that Zamalek, they really want to defend their title, and they've done a marvelous job in doing that. As we can take a look at top scorer Sosa, twice as many points as Diogu, the Nigerian. A brilliant performance from Souza, and then we can have a look at some of the numbers.
Yes, and looking at the numbers, 17 assists for Zamalek. They shared that ball tonight, and behind the arc, they had 8 for 31, better than FAP's 4 for 23, 39% from the field, and 33 for FAP, but Zamalek will go home as the team that is undefeated in Season 2 of the BAL, ready to defend their title.
Ready to defend their title indeed, and congratulations to them. Congratulations to all 8 teams who've been battling it out. This is the path, so you can understand what I just said. Reg will take on FAP of Cameroon. Monastir of Tunisia will take on Cape Town Tigers of South Africa. AS Ahly of Morocco against Petro de Rwanda of Angola. And Slack will take on Zamalek. And this is going to be a fantastic battle. That is the road to the final, of course, and we're looking forward to it. It is going to be, we've got some wonderful basketball coming up, Usher.
Definitely, and you have teams that were in Season 1, FAP of Cameroon, Petro de Rwanda, AS Ahly on that side of the bracket, bringing experience from last year. You have Zamalek, the reigning champions, and US Monastir. The newcomers will have quite the showdown.
Yeah, exactly. Cape Town Tigers for the first time. Slack from Guinea for the first time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in Kigali the 21st of May. Usher, thank you so much. Thank you, Q. Thanks to the team who've put everything, Sergio and all of his team, all of the crew here, and everybody involved. We'll see you in Kigali next month. Congratulations, Zamalek, and all of their teams, every single team. They brought us something special. Thank you so much. Good night.